This footage is from the Tokyo mayoral election in June this year. The candidate's campaign strategy is truly unexpected. She starts off by introducing herself as the famously cute Ari Uchino and sincerely asks, "Please be friends with Ari Uchino."
可愛いで有名なうちの愛理です。私と楽しいことしよう。
Shortly after starting her introduction, she began complaining about the heat. So she took off her blazer, unbuttoned her shirt, and was left wearing only a flesh-colored tube top. Now, don't laugh. This was an official broadcast, a live feed of the Tokyo governor candidates on NHK. But her puzzling move left the sign language interpreter behind her completely bewildered, and the cute expression on his face quickly became strained. But that wasn't the worst of it for the interpreter. Another candidate, who introduced himself as Kayako, was dressed as the ghost from The Grudge and brought along a creepy little kid. What's even more bizarre is that he didn't say a word during the entire campaign. He just kept making eerie, cackling ghost noises. At this point, the sign language interpreter was expressively mimicking Kayako's nonsensical ghostly sounds.
今、日本に足りないもの。それは絆です。
Next up was a real heavyweight. He had already run for office back in 2021, cosplaying as the Mask. This time, he showed up as the Joker. His name is Yusuke Kawai. When he took the stage, he started with a 3-minute maniacal laugh, which had the sign language interpreter trying to keep up, one hand over his mouth, the other on his stomach, translating 3 full minutes of laughter. You have to admit, that's some serious professionalism. After the laughter died down, Kawai placed a chair on the stage and spun it wildly before delivering his speech. He said Japan is like a boat about to capsize, with Tokyo being like Gotham City. According to him, all we can do is play the role of the Joker. He suggested turning Japan into Disneyland and promoting polygamy to combat the declining birth rate. He even enlisted some flashy girls to help him create promotional posters and claimed that his ideal marriage partners would be Elsa and Anna from Frozen. Throughout his speech, Kawai repeatedly got close to the sign language interpreter, who continued to translate with unwavering professionalism. And to top it all off, believe it or not, Kawai is actually a council member in Saitama Prefecture. Next up is 41-year-old Teruki Goto. This is his 3rd election, and he's relatively normal this time around. But 4 years ago, he stripped off all his clothes, leaving only a diaper, and put on a wild performance on the campaign stage. Then there's Dr. Nakamatsu, who is 96 years old this year. He claims to have over 300 inventions, including the floppy disk. He also claims to be the 2nd-generation Pope of the Holy See, and has written a book titled Dr. Nakamatsu's Super Creativity. However, according to Japanese internet users, he only has a bachelor's degree, and the floppy disk wasn't actually his invention. But he is indeed a remarkable inventor. He created a product sold in Japan called Love Jet, a spray, and he also invented pachinko, the pinball game that's hugely popular in Japan, which earned him a lot of money. After becoming wealthy, he decided to enter politics, and he's been running for Tokyo governor since 1991, continuing to run to this day. He's known as the living fossil of the election world. Aside from that, there were masked bull warriors, angelic old men, and many more eccentric characters. The strangeness wasn't just in the speeches. The posters were just as unconventional. For instance, one poster board was completely surrounded by pink posters, each featuring a beautiful woman's portrait with the caption, "Check out my cute campaign broadcast," and a QR code. The weirdest part, all of these women were AI generated, and scanning the QR code would lead you straight into a digital trap. The most outrageous incident involved a girl named Sakura, who posted her own private photos. There was also someone cosplaying as a prisoner. But why has the Tokyo gubernatorial election become so outrageous? It turns out there are 3 main reasons. First, the only requirements to run are being over 30 years old and a Japanese citizen. Second, anyone can run, regardless of their background, even if you're a convicted criminal currently serving time. So those prisoners weren't just cosplaying, they were the real deal. Third, the election gets massive exposure. This has turned the entire election into a platform for internet celebrities to stream their antics. In addition to attention-seeking influencers, some have used the election to make a profit. One such group is the Party to Protect the People from NHK, which promoted its poster hijacking scheme during the NHK broadcast campaign. Specifically, the party deliberately increased the number of candidates and then sold the poster spaces to advertisers. It's estimated that they've sold these spots for 10,000 yen each, raking in tens of millions of yen. It's a truly genius business move. All right, that's the end of today's story. See you next time.